This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is a Bramble Jam podcast.
Welcome to Girls Gone Hallmark, a Hallmark Review podcast. I'm Megan, and I'm a longtime Hallmark fan.
I'm Wendy. I'm a former Hallmark hater.
We're continuing our fan favorite Hallmark movie review series called Fall into Love again with the movie Falling for Vermont, which originally aired in 2017. Hey, if you want to add another podcast to your regular listening lineup, we encourage you to join our Patreon, where you can get a full week completely free to check it out and see what you think. We publish new podcast episodes over there 4 Mondays a month. It's a little more loose and free flowing. You can find that over at patreon.com/Megan and Wendy. That is also linked in our show notes if you forget.
Hey, if you are looking for a Facebook group, because you had just found us, we also have a fun, vibrant Facebook group. No drama, right?
I think it's low drama.
If any drama.
Sure.
People are just over there talking about Hallmark stuff, and they know their stuff. So come give us a join. Girls Gone Hallmark in Facebook groups.
We are talking Falling for Vermont today, so let's start with a synopsis.
A best-selling author who got amnesia as a result of a car accident finds refuge with a local doctor of an idyllic small town in Vermont.
David Winning directed Falling for Vermont. He currently has 82 directing credits, and his resume is a long list of Hallmark fan favorites, including Field Day, The 9 Kittens of Christmas, and The 27-Hour Day.
Field Day just rolled right into this when I was watching on Hallmark Plus.
Oh, did it?
It sure did, and I just kept on watching.
Aw.
I like that movie. The writing team of this movie included Jay Baxter and Sean Zakin, who wrote the teleplay. The story itself came from Jay, Sean, and Michael G. Larkin all working together. This was the only Hallmark movie from Jay Baxter and Sean Zakin. Michael G. Larkin has a total of 6 writing credits, including last year's 'Tis the Season to be Irish.
Julie Gonzalo plays Angela/Elizabeth. She has 51 acting credits and was last seen in this year's My Argentine Heart. For another fall-themed option with Julie, check out 3-bed, 2-bath, 1 ghost.
While I was writing that, I was like, not technically fall, but
I think Halloween spooky counts as fall.
don't you think so?
Yeah.
That's a good movie, too. Benjamin Ayres plays Jeff. He has 106 acting credits and 3 upcoming Hallmark projects, A Christmas Angel Match, which is newly retitled, and 2 more True Justice mystery movies.
That's his movie with Megan Ory.
Yes.
Exciting. Peter Benson plays Brad. Along with acting, he's also directing 2 upcoming holiday movies, This Countdown to Christmas, Christmas Babies, and A Royal Montana Christmas.
Booked and busy, Mr. Benson. Barbara Kottmeyer plays Angela's sister and assistant Cynthia with 32 acting credits. This was her most recent Hallmark project.
Lauren McNamara plays Jeff's daughter, Emily. It has been about 5 years since her last acting project, but Lauren did go on to appear in A Wedding of Dreams, Welcome to Christmas, and Hearts of Winter since this movie.
Christian Michael Cooper plays Jeff's son, Alex. His 22 acting projects include 53 episodes of When Calls the Heart, where he plays the role of Timmy Lawson.
Falling for Vermont originally aired on September 23rd, 2017. This movie was filmed in and around Agassiz and Langley, British Columbia, Canada. We are going to take a quick break, and we're going to be right back with our first.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If you've been thinking about getting serious with your money, like actually serious, now's the time. The Motley Fool is offering new members 50% off their iconic stock recommendation service, Stock Advisor. This is the same service that's crushed the market with recommendations that have returned 1,057% since inception, compared to the S&P 500's 180% over that same period. This isn't guesswork. The Motley Fool has a track record of finding companies before they become household names. So if you want to invest smarter and you like saving money while doing it, go to fool.com/listen to claim your 50% off discount off a 1-year term of Stock Advisor. Again, that's fool.com/listen. Returns of 1,057% are from the Motley Fool's product Stock Advisor and measured against S&P 500 returns of 180% as of July 10th, 2025. Past performance is not an indicator of future results. All investing involves a risk of loss. Individual investment results may vary.
Impressions. Hey, Wendy, what was your first impression of Falling for Vermont?
Falling for Vermont, more like falling for Jeff. Oops. I have a lot of thoughts about it.
Uh-oh. My first impression is, damn, that's a lot of redheads in one place.
I don't think I noticed.
No, why would you? It's a lot of redheads at that book convention. Must have been a family who brought their background actors. Unless it was intentional. I don't know.
Huh, interesting. All right, let's talk about what we liked.
Well, I like Julie and Ben together.
Oh, so do I.
I thought they had great falling for you first date chemistry energy when they're walking together arm in arm at the fall festival. I was like, I can feel those first date butterflies.
I agree. I did love their chemistry. They clicked for me.
Mm-hmm.
The hesitation in my voice is because I was going to say sometimes Hallmark gives us these pairs that don't really click.
Mm-hmm.
These clicked.
They clicked.
You know, last week
They had that zing.
they have that zing. Last week I talked about what was it called? I didn't.
Catch of the Day.
No, the fall movie that was
Harvest Moon.
so many people like, and I didn't love. Like those two, Jesse Schramm. I love Jesse. I hated this pairing. I don't want to talk about it. Don't send me your emails. But Ben and Julie, brava.
Hey, let's talk conflict in this movie. I really appreciated it was not contrived. We had all the information up front. We know the conflict. She doesn't know who she is. She's going to figure it out. There's no silly misunderstanding. There's no running off. We know that eventually she's going to figure out who she is, and there's going to be some friction there.
Yeah. I really liked the amnesia storyline.
Yeah, and I think sometimes we get these amnesia storylines and someone knows more than someone else, or they're faked.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's something that I've read in a book. It just felt like we were all on the same page here. We're all working towards the same thing. I have a lot of thoughts about the amnesia storyline, but I actually mostly really worked for me.
Yeah, I thought it gave the movie a little bit of mystery where it's obviously not a mystery at all. But we have Angela Elizabeth trying to figure out who she is.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Jeff doesn't seem like that concerned. I don't feel like.
No, he
like,
moves her on in,
Yeah.
gives her money. He's got her taking care of his kids. My husband was like, why are you letting this stranger spend all day with your children?
There is a stranger element that is like, don't you pause for a second and be like, I have no idea who this person is.
Yes.
Yeah.
She shows up walking down the street.
I love that scene though, when she's like walking away like from this like crash and she's like, the sheriff's like, where are you going? Like, and she's like, nah. I love that. I thought it was really good. Yeah, I thought it was really good.
Hey, I'd like a fall fest in my town, please. However, we have one and it falls real flat when it's in an elementary school parking lot and not surrounded by fall foliage. Don't worry, I'm going to talk about the fall foliage, but
So bad.
not surrounded by the potential of fall foliage.
Yeah, when it's like on the blacktop at yeah. The other day my daughter and I were in an adjacent city to ours, and they have this beautiful lake, and we were like walking around it, just from exercise, and they had this sign about this like fall festival, and I was like, stop, I have to come. And then I was like, oh, I bet it's real crowded though.
Yes.
That's why I don't want to go.
Yes. My husband said the same thing. He's like, see, don't you want to go there? I'm like, we have one in the neighborhood. He's like, what, with 400,000 people? No, thank you.
Yeah, it's just because we don't live in a small town with 200 people.
Right.
Yeah, I know. So do they need a bigger location for these festivals in our towns, or do they need more of them?
Look, they do one in a very big location near here. It's just too many people. There's too many people live where we live.
Yeah.
Even when you try and recreate that small town feel, we don't live in a small town. And I think this will go too far off the rails, but I do think we have eliminated a lot of the fun-free ways we used to exist. Like everything to do costs money now. And so I think when you have an event like that, people swarm.
Yeah.
Because everyone's just looking for something to do.
Yeah. Maybe you need to take it like
Urban sprawl thoughts with Megan and Wendy.
not you, but maybe it needs to be like a neighborhood thing.
Yeah, we have one in our neighborhood too. It falls flat. It's an Orange County suburban neighborhood. We don't have the vibes.
And it's 90 degrees.
Exactly.
Okay. One thing I really liked was this cute fashion try-on scene.
In the thrift store?
Really loved it. She's so freaking cute, and I just love that she put on all these outfits, like trying to figure out like what feels like her. And they're not like over the top, but like at some point, like she's got these huge stilettos on. I was like, who's choosing that? Like that's what you think that you
Maybe
might
she thinks
wear.
she's a badass businesswoman in her other life.
Maybe. And then like she comes out in a very like suburban mom outfit.
Something I would have worn 8 years ago.
In 2017. Yeah, a little ankle boot and a skinny jean and a long cardigan.
A printed blouse. I had a closet full of those.
100%. Me too.
With a open cardigan.
Yeah. I mean, did you hear the green jackets coming back too?
Oh, I still have mine.
I don't have mine anymore, but I was like, hell yeah, that was a look I really liked.
I still own mine. I never stopped wearing it. Sorry. I feel like it's a classic. You mean like the cargo green?
Yeah, the cargo
camp jacket.
Yeah. Yeah. But it was in this cute fashion try-on scene that I really liked on her last outfit when she comes out. She's like, I think this is it. And she's so happy. But the way that Ben/Jeff looks at her, he's like, it's like he finally sees her.
Yeah, even though she's in like a total nothing of an outfit, right? There's nothing spectacular about it. But he looks like she's just stepped out in her LBD.
Right, exactly. Do you think in his mind he's like, oh, there's my mother replacement. There she is. This is the mother for my dead children's mom. Well, what happened to his wife? I don't remember.
She died.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
She died.
Anyway, speaking of the kids, I did really like her relationship with his daughter. I thought it was very sweet how they had this growing bond over like developing like this story, and it was cute. Like it really led into like, oh, this is who Angela is, right? Like that part of her wasn't lost, even though she didn't remember it. I liked that. I thought it was like a sweet little extra layer. I mean, the son doesn't get a lot of like,
no,
but it's this mother-daughter.
This is real sweet. Let's talk wishes.
Okay.
You know, every time Peter Benson comes on screen, I'm like, Peter Benson can't. It's like a tick. I can't stop myself. And I am always thrilled to see Peter Benson on screen. But damn, that guy could not have cared less about his girlfriend.
Okay, so this is one of my biggest wishes. I freaking hate that Brad, Peter Benson, and the sister. They're just like part of this machine to make Angela this like superstar. She is telling you, I don't want to do this. I want to, and I'm not dismissing. I just want to be a writer. Like she just wants to write books. She doesn't want to do the whole thing. listen to her.
And instead, when she runs away and steals your car, which should be like the ultimate moment where we go, oh, obviously she's not okay with this.
She's crashing out.
They just keep the machine churning behind the scenes instead of making almost no effort to go look for her. And even when the sister finally hits a wall and is like, maybe we should do something about this, Brad's like, nah, give her a few more days. I feel 0% bad for him that she moved on. They did not have a relationship. He was a business partner.
I hear you say that.
And I counter with, let's hear it.
I don't counter with. My concern is, here comes this woman, full amnesia. She falls for Dr. Jeff. She doesn't pause for 1 second and go, I wonder if I come from a life where I'm married or I have children. Maybe I should not move forward with these feelings I'm having for some random stranger I just met, because who knows what my other life looks like.
I totally agree with you. When they almost kiss, they don't kiss in that moment, right? But they almost kiss and they stop. I was like, wait a minute. Exactly. Do not get into a relationship while you don't have any idea who you are. I fully agree with you.
It's not like, I know she just bumped her head, but it's not like she doesn't have any common sense here to be like, wait, before I jump into something.
Yeah, I have no idea who I am or what is waiting for me.
Yeah, I just feel like I don't like that.
You know, here was my thought. She's in the hospital or the doctor's office after they found her on the side of the road. I was thinking, what are they gonna do with her? She doesn't have a wallet. She doesn't have a phone. She doesn't know who she is. Obviously, it's a Hallmark movie, so this guy's got a back house miraculously, and she's gonna go stay there.
Yes.
This is like Never Kiss a Man in a Christmas Sweater. Ashley Williams moves the guy into her back house because she hits him with the Christmas tree.
How do you remember those details of a movie we did not enjoy?
I don't know. I think I may have seen it recently, or that part of it. But the whole thing is like, she's trying to make it up to him, so she moves him into her back house. But I'm thinking, what would happen? What would happen? You have nothing to identify you, not a dollar to your name. What would happen to you? What would they do to you?
Who's they?
You're in the hospital and they say, you've got amnesia. We don't know. Do they keep you in the hospital?
I think they just keep you there, don't they? I don't know.
I really was starting to wonder what would happen.
I have no idea. She would just be this Jane Doe. It would be all over the news, would it not?
Perhaps.
This woman came out of the woods after an accident and has no ID, does not know who she is. Like, help us identify her. I think it would be news.
I was very worried about that.
Yeah.
I have so many questions for Did You See That?
Okay.
How long was she unconscious in her car before she started walking on the road in broad daylight? She crashes in the middle of the night. She's unconscious for hours and then just stumbles out in the mid-morning.
She's bleeding out from her head.
Another time inconsistency. When she gets to Jeff's house, the first day when she's found, he's like, we're going to have dinner, or if you want to go to bed, you can go to bed. And she like yawns, and so she goes to bed. It is still light outside. It is fall in Vermont when the sun sets very early. It's no later than 4 p.m. in that house. And she goes to bed. And the next morning she's like, I got a whole 10 hours of sleep. I was like, girlfriend, you must have gotten like 17 hours of sleep based on that timeline.
Let's talk about the leaves. I mean, I think I saw a digital leaf fall behind. Right?
The leaf miming Wendy just did was really A+. It's so bad because they plant these like singular bunches of leaves that might just be seen like over the person's head. But when they pan back, you see it's this enormous field of evergreens with just this like poof of like orange leaves.
It's like they walked into the freaking Hobby Lobby or Michael's and just was like, get that tree and we're going to use it in all these spots.
Put the tree over there.
Oh my God, it's so terrible.
Get our singular bunch of orange leaves. It's real bad. This place is beautiful, I would imagine, in the fall. It is quite nice, but it was not fall.
But can I stop you though? I don't feel like I've seen digital snow, but I don't know if I've ever seen a digital leaf.
I don't know either.
It was for real. I was like, somebody in editing was like really proud of that. And I was like, oh my God. Just don't.
It better left alone.
Yes. Go ahead. What else?
The little boy's pumpkin was such a fake pumpkin. Like the top wasn't even cut off. It was like a plastic pumpkin that you buy at the craft store that you stick a tea light in. It probably had one built in. I was like, come on.
Yeah, there were a lot of like porch shots that had just like lots of fake pumpkins on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like You can't, I mean, I don't know what time of year.
Summer. This is summer.
Pumpkins don't exist in summertime.
No.
I'm sure they do.
No.
Yeah.
They grow up
It's a
until the
fruit.
fall season.
Is it a vegetable or it's a fruit? It's a fruit,
It
right?
has a seed. They grow up until the fall season, then they cut them and deliver them. I don't think pumpkins are readily available outside of the fall.
I don't know. But
Unless you got a
woof.
pumpkin farm, which you'd think they could find.
In Vermont. Wait, no, Canada.
In Langley, British Columbia. When she arrives at the expo, there are so many redheads. Like, it's a sea of redheads.
I'm so sorry I didn't notice.
I don't really care. Also, I would like to know, why doesn't she have her own car? Why does she have to borrow her sister's car all the time? She's a successful author. Why doesn't she have a car? She drives.
Good question.
Get a car.
I don't know. Are they supposed to be in New York?
They're
Where are they? Chicago?
Boston? I think they're in Boston.
Boston. Maybe
Her sister has a car. Why doesn't she have a car?
maybe she relies on public transportation there. They have a great mass transit system there.
Yeah, but sometimes you got to leave the city.
Okay, fine. I have two to just see that's beside the leaves.
Okay.
There's a scene where she is talking with the child. They're like in a gazebo and like a,
Yeah.
And in the back you see Agassiz Delicatessen. That's the city that they're in.
Oh,
Agassiz, is that how you say it?
that's funny.
I just was like, maybe I only recognized it because I did the notes and I was like, oh, this is where it was filmed. Oh, that's funny.
That is funny.
You know, it didn't say like Vermont Deli. It just was okay. When they are at the cute little fun fair and they're on that Ferris wheel scene, gorgeous wide shot. There's nobody there on the ground. It's like very few people, very few people. And maybe that's like we've talked about, an us thing. It would be packed. So there was this like very few extras.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it.
What did you rate Falling for Vermont?
Yeah, I liked it. I give it 3.75 stars.
I give it 4 stars. I thought the Ayres effect gives it an automatic.
I really enjoy Ben Ayres, and I really enjoy Julie Gonzalo too. So
This was a fun movie. Hey, thank you for listening to this episode of Girls Gone Hallmark, a Bramble Jam podcast. If you love this podcast, you know what to do. If you haven't yet let this podcast a rating or a review, head on over to the Apple Podcast app and do that right now. It would mean so much to us. We'll see you next time for more Hallmark reviews. Goodbye.
bye.
All right, friends, before we go, just a quick heads up. You're about to hear some ads. These little gems help us keep the show running and the Hallmark love flowing. So do with that info what you will. Grab a snack, hit the skip button, or maybe, just maybe, listen in and discover your new favorite product. Bye.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next-day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If you've been thinking about getting serious with your money, like actually serious, now's the time. The Motley Fool is offering new members 50% off their iconic stock recommendation service, Stock Advisor. This is the same service that's crushed the market with recommendations that have returned 1,057% since inception, compared to the S&P 500's 180% over that same period. This isn't guesswork. The Motley Fool has a track record of finding companies before they become household names. So if you want to invest smarter and you like saving money while doing it, go to fool.com/listen to claim your 50% off discount off a 1-year term of Stock Advisor. Again, that's fool.com/listen. Returns of 1,057% are from the Motley Fool's product Stock Advisor and measured against S&P 500 returns of 180% as of July 10th, 2025. Past performance is not an indicator of future results. All investing involves a risk of loss. Individual investment results may vary.
Bugs crashing your pack's party? Whether they've got paws or sneakers, your pack deserves a home that's protected from pests. That's where Wondercide comes in. Plant-powered protection made with steam-distilled natural essential oils that actually work. It kills and repels fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, and ants without questionable ingredients or overpowering smells. Safe to use around kids and pets when used as directed. lab proven to work fast, and proudly made in the USA. We offer sprays for pets, people, homes, and yards. Plus, spot-on treatments, collars, and even shampoos. Whatever your pack needs, we've got it covered. Founded by a pet parent looking for a better way to protect her dog Luna, Wonderside's now protected over 21 million lives and counting. You might have even seen us on Shark Tank. Go to Wonderside.com and use code WONDER20 for 20% off your first order. That's WONDER20 at Wonderside.com. Wonderside. Protect your pack with plant-powered Wonderside today. Bugs crashing your pack's party? Whether they've got paws or sneakers, your pack deserves a home that's protected from pests. That's where Wonderside comes in. Plant-powered protection made with steam-distilled natural essential oils that actually work. It kills and repels fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, and ants without questionable ingredients or overpowering smells. Safe to use around kids and pets when used as directed, lab-proven to work fast, and proudly made in the USA. We offer sprays for pets, people, homes, and yards. Plus, spot-on treatments, collars, and even shampoos. Whatever your pack needs, we've got it covered. Founded by a pet parent looking for a better way to protect her dog Luna, Wonderside's now protected over 21 million lives and counting. You might have even seen us on Shark Tank. Go to Wonderside.com and use code WONDER20 for 20% off your first order. That's WONDER20 at Wonderside.com. Wonderside. Protect your pack with plant-powered Wonderside today.